Naik pun kali.
Oh, start recording aku dah tekan. Okay. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. Today we want to discuss about disclosure strategy. A case of ethics in financial reporting. Before we start our discussion, I would like to tell we cannot open our camera because one of our members is having a difficulty of her internet. So we decide to close our camera and proceed with the discussion. First, my name is Amir and next I would like to introduce the members of my teams. First, Al-Hafiz. Okay. Introduce yourself.
Hello guys. I hope you guys are in pink of health. So my name is Al Hafiz bin Mohamad Nadri. So then my number match is A168407. Okay, I pass to another members to introduce yourself.
Hello everyone. Okay, so IA168725, Anis Najwa binti Mohamad Norezam. So have a nice day.
Hi, my name is Sanggavi anak perempuan Sathiaganeshan, metric number A172003.
Hello everyone, so my name is Ielya Maisara binti Rahman. My metric number A168359.
Okay, after introduce ourselves, we would like to proceed with the discussion. Before we start that, we have to tell about sedikit about the background of the case. Okay, Ielya, can you start with the background of the company?
Oh, okay. So, for this case, Amir, boleh simpan tak? I mean, tak nampak screen. Okay. Okay, so for this case, the company of this case is Logistic Exchange Market, which is we'll call it as LEXM. So this company was founded 5 years ago by Trey Prescott, which is their CEO, and and with the small group of software engineer. So the nature of the this business is to provide a logistic service. So the CFO and the CEO, even though their Lexim is only 5 year old, but the company is growth and the demand of its service is increased, and it's allowed the Lexim to compete into the hottest initial public offering, for the company. So the company raised 250 million finance flexibility and the potential to exploit the opportunity for additional growth. So that's about the company for this case lah. Logistic Exchange Market, which is LEXM.
Alright, but so you want to discuss about another main issue. So how about you, Anis? The issue in this company that we study.
Okay, so I will touch a little bit about background case for this company. So as we know, the CFO is Nick, Okay. The CFO is Nicholas Alexander. So Nicholas is a CFO of LEXM company and having a pressure due to issue statement of cash flow, and he had a different opinion regarding this issue while discussing this with the CEO, which is Trey Prescott, the CEO of LEXM. Okay. The CEO want to focus his attention on significant difference between net income and cash flow from operation, then and the negative variance of actual cash flow to forecast, while the Nick want to remove sorry and the Prescott, I mean the CEO want the CFO, which is Nicholas Alexander need to remove the statement of cash flow and any reference to cash flow from the earning press release. And also the CEO plan for selective disclosure strategy. Okay, for the disclosure strategy have two sides, which is positive side and negative side. From the articles we have read before. Okay, for the positive side, it met analysis aggressive expectation for total revenue growth, net income, and earning per share. And for the negative side, is statement of cash flow show cash flow from operation below the projection due to increase in account receivable and offset slower increase in account payable. Okay. And also the CFO, Nicholas Alexander,
So
worried.
basically the Nick is
Yes, Ielya?
Yes, Ielya.
Okay, I guess Ielya having
Marketing.
yeah, problem with her internet. So I'm continue.
so sorry, my line is trouble.
It's okay.
What do you want to ask, Ielya, earlier? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello? Yes, yes.
Okay, so probably Nick worried it might increase the speculation that Lexim purposely act. Oh, I can. Like,
Okay. So as
Uh,
what Ielya said
Janice,
before.
you can continue.
Okay. So as what Ielya said before, Nick was worried and it might increase the speculation of LEXM purposely excluded the statement of cash flow because it revealed negative cash flow performance. And he felt uncomfortable about purposely withholding the information that is relevant to many users. So Nick have to make decision whether to select full disclosure or selective disclosure. So this is the case lah for this company.
Right.
Right. That's a very good introduction to the issues of the company. Great job, Anis. So, I would like to recap what Anis said. So, the issues is about first is about ethical issues. If Nick decide to go with the CEO decision, um, is not fair toward the investor. So is the first ethical issues, and then needs have to the CFO have to decide whether to go to selective disclosure or have a fully disclosure. And the last but not least, if the cash flow is one of the primary component to financial statement and relevant information for making decision. So that's the recap I have gathered when Anis is present issues. And then I would like to ask Hafiz about the SWOT analysis. Can you tell me about the strength and the opportunities about this company, about the issues?
Right. Thanks, Amir. Okay. So, for the first strengths for LESM, maybe we just can the LCM ni able to demonstrate its ability to harness the power of convenience of the internet. And so pas tu then LESM ni juga able to operationalize its uh, business plan in a relatively short period of time. So ni the 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 strength thing lah untuk LESM. So the next is manage to increase revenue growth in a short of period of time. This is what I study in the case about the strength lah. So then the employees were willing to like they accept to accept the lower salaries in exchange for so that they get the incentive compensation in the form of generous grants of stock options. So the next is opportunities. I mean,
Yes, Hafiz.
Weakness.
opportunities.
Weakness.
Opportunities, and then we go to the weakness. Later we go to the weakness. Okay, Hafiz, you may proceed with the opportunities.
Okay, opportunities that I see in this case, just like LSNM ni it has less competitors. Is one of the hottest because of the one of hottest initial public offerings IPO as for a company its size. So has and then it has ELESM also have potential to exploit the opportunities like additional growth through the internet initiative and potential acquisitions. Uh, is what I got for the point in this case. So in this case also that SEC did require that a statement of cash flow be included with an earnings release, so it will benefit LESM as they can choose not to disclose it without violating the rules. In this case, all right. This for me, I guess, for trends and opportunities. Do you guys have anything to add? Amir or anyone for strength opportunities?
I think
That's all.
that's all because let they think first and maybe they can add the strength or opportunities later. So okay. So next, I think I would like to ask Sanggavi about the weakness and the threats to the issue about the company. So Sanggavi,
Okay.
okay.
For the
You may proceed.
weakness, thank you. Thank you, Amir. For the weakness, I because issues we get from cash flow, the cash flow has problem because the cash flow shows the operation below the projection, which because of increase in accounts receivable and slower increase in accounts payable. So the weakness for the LEXM corporation is they give their customers 60 days payment term, which allows them to have some problem in their cash flow, and they pay the suppliers within 10 days also is a problem for them. So this is the weakness for LEXM Corporation, and the threats will be uh, analysts pressure the company to provide forecast cash flows. So and the analysis of cash flows will pressure the company to disclosure the cash flow and to include the cash flow in their income statements, so that there will be full disclosure, and uh, the one who refers to the statements will be have full disclosure. I think that's it from weakness and strengths, threats. So anyone wants to add anything for weakness or strengths?
Maybe I want to add something for weakness, I guess. Just like they have the weakness like the third quarter of statement that I see of cash flow were below the projections, and the company has a selfish CEO who only think about his self interest without considering the company's performance and consequences. What I read in this case. Then the thread I want to add is like if the like uh what if the investor and stakeholder find out about the disclosure planning, LSM will face reputational risk, and it will certainly jeopardize the relationship and trust with analysts and investors. Jeopardize is into situation in which there is danger or loss of harm and failure. So then any ethical issue will cause need to be subjected to legal and ethical consequences. That's what I want to add in this case with of weakness and threats. And anyone want to add something or that's all?
Uh, for me, so analysis is important because this help LEXM to discover their weakness and threat to help the company um, to find solution. And also, as we know that the statement of cash flow is important because it can speak to the company's core growth goals and provide immediate insight into how business is utilizing its fund. So using this SWOT analysis, I believe that LDXM can find solution for their company.
Yep.
Okay, I think we can move to the issues. So yes, Amir, I think what is the issues that happen in the case? Can you explain about it?
Okay. Like I like I talked before. So the first issues is about the ethical issues. If Nick decide to go with the CEO decision, Nick will not be honest with the investor, and Nick will have accountability if he did not did full disclosure about the cash flow statement, because the cash flow statement is very important to determine whether the investor would like to invest in the SSM company or not. And the second issues, if he did a selective disclosure, it may not affect the company right now, but the company may be affected earlier, like when a whistleblower decide to tell the news about the cash flow statement did not have full disclosure.
Amir,
Yes.
sorry. Why is whistleblower? What? Wait.
What is whistleblower? Whistleblower is basically if the company did did wrong things and one of the employee like to report it to the responsible agencies. You know, like we call in Malay,
A
whiteboard.
whistleblower is anyone who has reports insider knowledge of illegal activities.
Illegal
Means
activities.
in Malay orang dalam yang report lah.
There.
Every illegal activities yang berlaku dalam company tu.
Do do you see?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So mana tadi? So I proceed to the third issues. So the cash flow is one of the main statement if the investor see the report, the full disclosure report, and it will affect the plan of the company to make the company grow larger in the future. If need decide to have full disclosure, the investor will know that the company will operate efficiently in the future. So the investor or potential investor will not be afraid to invest in the company, and it will make the reputation and the image company better now and in the future. Okay, that's all from me about the issues. And if
But so
okay,
the main issue here is whether the Lexim have to choose full disclosure or not full disclosure, right? The main
selective
issue.
disclosure,
Ah,
the main issues.
okay.
So what do you think about the benefit or the risk in full disclosure? Anyone? Sanggavi or
Maybe I will share benefits of fully disclosure.
yes. Maybe you can explain about the benefit or the risk about fully disclosure.
So the benefits will be the shareholders. It will help the shareholders to determine that they need to sell the share or they hold or they want to buy shares. So it will help them in share, which will be benefit to the LEXM corporation also. Then other than that, it also shows LMX corporation's financial report is it's in a high quality, so it will give a good impression, a good fronts to the other peoples who refers the financial reporting. Then yeah, Ielya wants to say something.
No.
Okay. Then other than that, if the company gives a full disclosure of reporting, financial reporting, maybe they don't need to answer or to have all the shareholders or investors, because they will giving all the information to the people who needs the information. So there won't be a demand for information. That's what I'm thinking for the benefits.
Yes. The cash flow is main financial information that mostly used by outsider lah. So if LEXM take out the cash flow from their financial information, so it will affect the company in a long term. So and the investor needs to know that kind of information, either it's good or bad. So if we choose the full disclosure, and it give more advantage to LEXM, because the financial information become easily unstable lah, like Sanggavi said earlier.
Okay. I hope this further your understanding about this topic, Anis and Al-Hafiz. I hope
Yes.
you can understand. And last but not least, our lecturer have given us some assignment. Only 5 questions. So I would like to discuss about who the apa yang
Yeah, before that, I will share screen for the question.
Okay, thank you Anis.
Okay, can you see the question? Oh, sorry. Can you see the question?
Sure, sure.
Yes,
Okay.
Amir.
Okay, so this assignment question got 5 questions, so we will divide one by one. So for this number 1, who we need to answer? I think someone already
I volunteer for number 1.
oh, okay, so Hafiz, can you give a little bit of explanation about this question?
So yeah. So if it's just like to find the holding 30% ownership, like CEO selective disclosure strategy lah. For the investigation, I will do the next in this assignment. Okay.
Okay, for question number 2,
Maybe I can take question number 2.
okay.
But I don't go through the question yet, but I think it's must to 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 say what the position about member. So it's ethical things uh, and the standard for this case lah.
Okay. So good luck on that. Okay, so next question number 3. I guess I can do this. Yeah. Okay, so this is mine. So I will explain a little bit about this question. As you can see, the question say that if Nick decide to support the implements of the CEO propose. So Nick Nick decide to support the idea, he will violating the ethical principle and purposely withholding information that was readily available is unethical. So the rest I will explain on the class, cause yeah, I think we got no much time for more explanation. So yeah. Okay, so I move to the fourth question. Who willing to do this? Sorry, Amir
I
or Sanggavi?
I'll do this.
Okay, so Sanggavi. And last question will answer by Amir.
Oh, I would like to volunteer last question.
Okay.
No need
Thank
to
you, Amir.
volunteer.
Okay, thank you. Welcome, welcome. So do you need any comment or anything? No.
I thought that's all for our discussion, I guess.
Oh, that's all. Okay.
Okay. So
So to wrap it up,
Maybe Amir can end the record.
what Ielya? What you say?
Maybe Amir can wrap.
Right.
Give a conclusion for this.
summarize.
Yes, give a
Summarize.
conclusion or summarize something like that lah.
Okay. So I would like to thank all of you because you spend your time to have the discussion. And kudos to all of you. Okay. So the summary is actually quite simple. It's about a company. It's about a CFO who want to decide if he would like to follow the CEO order or not. Because if he follow, he would violate the ethical issues of MIA, of accountant. And if he did not follow the CEO order, he may be fired from the company. Okay, so that's I think that's all the issues, right? Or somebody want to add something
Maybe just
from the
to
conclusion? About the conclusion. Okay, Hafiz, would you like to add something about the conclusion?
no, just want to say that you have a good conclusion.
Oh, okay, thank you. Um, so thank you for all of the time. So we finish our discussion. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you,
Alright, thank you,
everyone.
Thank
Amir.
you.
Bye bye.
Everyone.
Bye.
Don't forget to end the record.